Okay, so let's try this again. Howdy, hey everybody, it's SK. I'm gonna be doing a little bit of MMO Tourism today. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So I'd heard that Aion had gotten another patch, expansion, update, yada yada yada, and I had heard that they had revamped the leveling process, changed zones around and stuff like that. I did not realize that they had actually just wholesale removed entire zones, and by revamping the leveling, they literally revamped the whole friggin' thing. Hence why I've got this level 21 Templar here with a rose on her head. And it actually kind of makes me sad because they got rid of Altgard, Morheim, Brustonen, all of the Ilios towns, so Verdonon and, you know, not Hiron, what was the other one? See, I'd never really gone through those zones. I think I'd gone through some of Verderon, but I had never completed it. So now I feel kind of sad. And logging on to Irshaki, who was Ashtra, her name got taken at some point years ago from who, I don't know. And that may even be something from another character of mine on another account. I have no idea, but tried replaying and it's taken now. So I'm going to go through and we're gonna check out how this bad boy is actually going to see fit to work here. Just see how this new leveling process plays out. I started another priest. I have no real intention of continuing on with this priest because clearly I have another chancer. You know, I can just level with that one, but the level changes are so, like, it was overwhelming seeing all the differences. So I'm going to start fresh. We're going to see how this new shiny son of a butter biscuit. Okay. Trying to get, like, comfy jigs here. That was a word. Sure. I just want to see how this works. So, we're going to start this dude. Is Lenarian, I think I gave the name? Oh.
This is a war without end. A war against two enemies.
Wow, it's quiet.
Cost will be high.
That's really quiet.
In this crusade against the sun-cursed Ilios
Failure's not
and
an
the
option.
hated Ballar, you will lose friends.
Yeah, they haven't updated this, have
You're
they?
a Deva of Asmodee, and your duty is your life. You were born to fight.
Oh. Okay, clicking out of it makes it
For
go silent.
eternity, for Asmodee.
I gotta admit, this is a badass intro, though.
You need to wake up.
Your destiny? Ascension to a new life as an immortal Deva who walks and flies in the shadow of Asfel. Asfel Umbra Deva.
I have this turned up so high in my headphones because I could barely hear anything that was being said. Like, at all. And it's so loud now. So we're gonna turn that back down. Polomunin, longtime friend Cheska calling your name. And it's just immediate things. What is... okay. Login reward. I don't know what any of that is and I don't care. Okay. So key bindings are about what I remember them to be. And about as weird as I remember them to be. So we're gonna spend a second or two trying to just get all of that sorted out right quick. That's right, this is all sorted by character, isn't it? Oh god, there's click to move. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay, hold up. Hold up. How do I turn off click to move? No, I mean, it's nice to have click to move. This would have been really nice when I was down an arm about... oh, I forgot to turn the webcam back on. This would have been really nice when I was down an arm. No. No. Stop talking to me, please. Why are you talking to me in my MMO? Names, status bar, no. Shut up. Auto-arrange compass, auto-arrange windows, apply. Fine, whatever, just leave me alone. I'm not going to answer you. Show region compass on north. Display low-level quests. Quick bars. Extra quick bar 3, floating quick bar 1, floating quick bar 2. Floating quick bar 1 can go away. Disable click to move. There we go. Left click to rotate camera. Skills do not cancel click to move. Okay. So I think, honestly, in terms of key bindings here, like, could be worse. It's Alt and Control instead of Shift, but I don't know what Shift is being used for. So is this person literally just... I don't know what this person is doing. Social. Decline duel request. Block mail from players level 10. I'm just gonna leave the group. There we go. Profanity filter, I don't really care. People can swear, it's not my deal. I mean, it's literally my deal. I swear all the time. Interface. Key mapping. Quick bars. Oh god, I forgot how much of a pain in the ass all of this is. Oh, I remember. This is why they have... That's so weird. Whatever. It's fine. You know what? You know what, game? Fine. I'll play it your way. That's not... Person? Oh, profile. Okay. Skills. K. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna do it this way. For now. I guess. Can I turn this off? No? Okay. Well, that's a lot to deal with in the first 2 seconds of logging in. Alright. What are you? The Labos used to serve Aion at the Tower of Eternity, but after the tower collapsed... Oh, good lord. After the tower collapsed, we dispersed far and wide, so I prepared various quests to find traces. Either way, nice to meet you. Logbug is very happy to meet Islanarian. Yeah, Islanarian, okay. Blessed Angel Ring. Oh my god, what? Oh, crap. Freaking weird key mappings, controls. Okay. Okay, automatic forward. Going to be numeric keypad because that's the way I roll. Toggle gliding. Shift space. Alt space. Combat. Where is Windows? There it is. Where's my bag? Where's my inventory? Inventory. Hey! Oh, it's literally the second option. Okay. I really probably should have done this first, but that's fine. You get the full experience here. Quest log. Find. These quick bars are weird. It's fine. Whatever. Okay. A friend of Munin. Wait a minute. This isn't where we used to be, was it? No, we used to be at Eldel Hill. No, you used to be over this way, right? Before I take that quest, I'm gonna wander back this way to go back to Eldel Hill, which is where you usually started prior to all of this, yeah? If I recall correctly? Yeah, you started off in this corner. Oh, you can't see my... That's right. Oh, hold up. Options... Game options. Controls and camera. Left click to rotate camera. There we go. Yeah, this is totally where you started, I think. The Shogun prison camp. I thought it was actually... This looks about right, though. Because you started here. And apparently one of the things I got rid of when they did all of this revamp was they got rid of crafting. Just straight up, it's just not there anymore. It doesn't really exist anymore. Well, apparently it does exist, but it's only for high-level players now, and it's not really... Oh no, we're changing that real quick. Key mapping. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah, this is Allgorn's Raiders. And this was where the quest started. Like, the original quest started at Del Basin. Because you woke up underneath this tree. If I recall correctly. You woke up, I think, literally right here. And then you had to do all of this crap. And you would talk to Sock for the Allgorn Raider. And you would go and kill things and talk to these people, and then you would kind of run over to a Del Village. A Del Village. I mean, this doesn't age super well, but all things being equal, it could be worse. Actually, can I... Have they ever changed the key mapping such that you can actually... Nope, you cannot map that. Okay. Oh, you know what I can do? I can multitask. That, apply. Thing's locked, bastard. Spells. Healies. There we go. Did they revamp this? This seems more vibrant than it used to be. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it's also been literally several years since I've played this, so I have no idea if this is actually correct or not. MMO Tourism. This is under Aion, correct? It is. Wonderful. Wait, is there a difference between Aion and Aion Tower of Eternity? What is the... Why are there two different versions of this? You know what? Whatever. Okay, old Francesca.
Did you just get here?
You see how peaceful Adele Village is? I had a hard time believing the gruesome things that once happened here. Now I've seen horrors firsthand across all of Atreia, and those stories are no longer so far from reality. Selenarian, where are you going? Leaving the village by yourself is dangerous. I know, the cherubims aren't a problem for you, but you can't go. Grandpa Yunin wants to see you.
Don't hurry, you might get a scolding. Move it.
Yes, and he looked a little bit upset. You better hurry if you don't want to get scolded. Wait, Grandpa Munin? Wasn't the whole original story was that he was exiled and that we had to... I mean, this definitely... They had to have revamped this, because this is a lot... This is way more vibrant than it was before. Like, OG was supposed to be very cold and ruinous and all that type of crap. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know, man.
Aion has let you here.
Don't worry, you're not here to be scolded. You wanted to see me. I did, yes, and you'd better settle in. You need to get some water. This will be a long story. Okay. Hold up a sec. Options. Sound options, volume. Video volume is going to have to be 100% because you can't hear shit. Because they're incredibly quiet. Been many years since you first came to learn from me as Lenarian. I'm afraid I have nothing more to teach you. The last things I can give you are found within 2 books.
The first book is the Age of Dawn, and the second is the Scarring. Never forget, knowledge is power.
Now I just see a floating Khadgar's head. In my mind's eye. History of ancient Atreia. This will lay the foundation for your knowledge in the world you live in. The second is Day of the Tempest record. It's not finished yet, but I've made you wait long enough. Read the history of ancient Atreia. Okay.
The world of Atreia was created by the god Aion as a paradise where all could live in his abundance. And at the center of the world, he created a tower to house his essence, the magical substance we call ether. The first of Aion's creatures were the Drakan, whom he created to rule the others. But where once they had governed, they now chose to enslave, taking on new powers and a new name, Valar. Their lords rose in rebellion against Aion. The human race opposed the Valar, but human strength and numbers were not enough to overcome them.
Okay.
Aion imbued certain humans with ether, 12 Empyrean lords to rule the human race, and a host of immortal winged devas. But to prevail against such a foe is no easy task, even for these great warriors. And so the war continued for 1,000 years. Israfel, an Empyrean lord, wanted to propose peace to the dragon lords of the Valar. Many disagreed with him, and there were heated debates in the lords' councils. But when Lady Ariel joined in solidarity, many others followed.
This is definitely
Lowered
new.
the etheric field that protected them from attack, and the Valar delegation arrived at the tower. In an instant, tragedy struck. Lord Ritra fell. Panic gripped the assembly. Who had attacked first? No one could say. All thoughts of peace abandoned. The war began anew as Lord Phrygian launched a bolt of fire toward Aion's tower. Without the protection of the etheric field, the tower broke apart under the Valar attack. Knowing the danger to humanity in the world, Lady Seal and Lord Israfel rushed to reset the field. Sacrificing themselves, they averted the complete destruction of Atreia, but not in time to prevent a cataclysm that shattered the world into pieces. And so the stage was set for another war that would rule the lives of devas and humans for centuries to come.
That's new. That's not bad. That's a pretty straightforward set of ancient Atreia is difficult pursuit since most ruins and relics were destroyed during the Cataclysm. We have not much to paint a picture of the past. Additionally, the ancient humans were slaves of the Valar. History is not impartial. It is already written from the point of view of the winners. Therefore, anything we understand about the ancient world comes from the eyes of the Valar. Conquerors are often untrustworthy narrators. The ruins of most humanoid societies, such as the Krull and the Mao, show increasing amounts of Valar influence as time went on. Only humans seem to have resisted Valar control. Unlike the other races who have assimilated the Valar, humans developed their own society and culture from the early days. When the Valar rebelled against the Tower of Aion, the conflict between humans and Valar began to escalate. It's the 12 Imperial Lords appeared and some humans started to ascend as devas. Humans evolved into a more organized resistance against the Valar. Scholars agree that the advent of the Empyrean Lords and devas was an important turning point in history. Consequently, their advent ended the era of the Valar. This is a lot. Okay, this is a huge lore dump, but I guess it's like if you're into it, which I kind of am, I kind of appreciate this. Drakan, the original form of the Valar, have been among the first creatures of Atreia. No one knows how long the Valar ruled, but as they are immensely strong and capable of adapting to harsh environments, it is easy for them to expand their control over the land and other races. Some of the Valar ascended to even higher power, becoming known as the Five Valar Lords. They quickly subjugated the other races and ruled for an undetermined era. The most intelligent races worshipped the Five Valar Lords as gods, performing ceremonies that sacrifices in their name. The altar of Tiamat, ancient ruins of Altgard, or ancient ruins in Altgard, is one of the last remnants of their worship. For the reasons mentioned on the previous page, it is almost impossible to reconstruct the lives of ancient humans. It is only possible that human civilization remained at a primitive level until the 12 Empyrean Lords appeared and some humans ascended as devas. Ancient humans formed small groups and settled along seas or the rivers. They lived on hunting, fishing, and gathering. They were not known to be nomadic. and cannot use the power of the Aether. Their obvious physical inferiority led the Balar to believe they were no threat at all, but humans had a strong bond with one another and a strong belief in Aion. The 12 Imperial Lords were born when the Balar Lords, stronger power than the advent of the fire of Balar Lords. It is unknown when and where the 12 Imperial Lords appeared. Many myths and legends around the birth of the 12 Imperial Lords told different stories, but they have one thing in common. The Tower of Aion sent the Imperial Lords. The 12 Imperial Lords gave their wisdom to humans and did their best to protect Aion from the Balar. So the Imperial Lords are basically gods, essentially. Or demigods. It is unknown what called humans to ascend as devas. It is only assumed that the 12 Imperial Lords might somehow be superior to humans and ascend as devas. Or might help some superior humans to ascend as devas. Regardless of the real cause, the advent of devas was a historical event that would make human race the future and threaten the Balar. Humans now capable of ascending as devas were not weak as before. Devas trained under the 12 Imperial Lords were as competent as Drakons. Devas fought against Balar and Sapiens all over Atreia while protecting humans. Holy shit, that's a lot. Okay. The Millennium War broke out of the Balar Lords, dreamed of destroying Aion and becoming the absolute ruler of Atreia. Aion created the etheric field to protect itself, and the 12 Imperial Lords and devas, supported by the etheric field, fought against the Balar. The Balars had crawls and mouths on its side. The 12 Imperial Lords found it necessary to organize devas rather than improve the abilities of individual devas in order to compete with more powerful Sapiens and Balars. The Tempir that was used to teach the wisdom of the 12 Imperial Lords to devas changed into a camp to train future warriors, and new military organization named legions began to be founded. As the 12 Imperial Lords and Deva became more capable and strategic, the war was drawn out without deciding its winner. Okay. Major lore dump. Read Day of the Tempest record. Did I not do that? Hello? Am I not in the right spot? Ancient and trained history. Dude. Giant golden arrow. Wow, okay. These pages contain all that I remember. The story of Ereshkigal's origin has been told since ancient times. The following excerpt is from volume 5 of Atreian Legends. There came a day when a group of Drakons found an enormous transparent egg. Though they were in the middle of a scorching desert, the egg was almost too cold to touch. It took great effort, but these Drakons brought the egg to their village so that it could hatch safely. Soon the surface of the egg began to crack. As the shell disintegrated, a mighty ice-blue Drakon emerged. Its wings unfurled and a haunting voice filled the air. I will give you order. Ereshkigal, always calculating and introspective, realizes she needed to look within herself to attain greater power. Oh, cool. Buddhism. Or Bushido? Zen Buddhism? I don't know. She withdrew to a hidden, frozen cave far away from other life, closing her eyes and beginning a prolonged meditation. Not once did she so much as blink. Just as her heartbeat was slowing to a stop, her skin covered in frost, Ereshkigal opened her eyes once again. She cracked with a powerful new energy. She had ascended. Perhaps this is why so many whisper that she had no blood in her veins, only ice. After the Cataclysm, many of the Balar Lords vanished, their whereabouts unknown. Many theorize that there is infighting among them, just like with Elios and the Asmodeans. Ereshkigal was sealed away in a prison known as Drakenspire Depths. The reasons for this are unknown, but her lengthy captivity weakened her. Perhaps despite a reputation for prizing reason and order above all else, this is why Ereshkigal desperately sacrificed so many souls to make the mystical Incarna flower bloom quicker. Even after the seal that kept her in prison was weakened, she was not at her full power. After Ereshkigal rose again, she captured the Divine Fortress and swept a strong ice storm across all of Rashanta. The Asmodeans received orders to attack at the Eye of Rashanta and sent all of their forces against Ereshkigal. They used the Imperial Lord's siege weapon and the embers of the Phrygian to break through Ereshkigal's seal. It seemed like they had a fighting chance. In a flash, Ereshkigal appeared in front of the Dregian. She cast an overwhelming blow that devastated the Devas, and it seemed all might be lost. We did not fall apart, nor did we retreat. We regrouped as best as we could and managed to succeed in recapturing the Divine Fortress. Unfortunately, we were not quick enough to stop Ereshkigal's plan. In her efforts to conquer Atreia, Ereshkigal tried to seize the Tower of Eternity. Instead, she shattered it and destroyed all of Rashanta. This caused massive destruction, destroying the Abyss Gateway and scarring the land below. Oh, that's why most of the world is blown up, basically. She destroyed the Tower of Eternity and just, like, fucked the world. So basically, she's Dragon Kefka. Is what that is. Okay. Only one Deva was able to stop Erascagul's rampage. This hero burned their soul away in a sacrifice that halted her plans. She vanished into thin air shortly after. The Deva that sacrificed themselves was a mercenary from Akiros village. Their name is... me. Yeah? I'm guessing? I am the hero of time and shit. Do not forget our history. Have you seen the Temporary of Destiny Examiner in the village? Marco is going around Asmodee, recruiting talented Devas. You should take on his test, but I'm not a Deva yet. It doesn't matter. Find Marco and tell him you want to be tested. He will let you if he recognizes your destiny. I got a level for reading a book. Hell yeah! Fuck yeah, education. Primary test, yeah. Sup, buddy?
Are you here to take the Archon test?
Baby? Did you say my name was Islanarian? I can't even pronounce the name I put on there. Islanarian. The Grand Invasion, the Cataclysm, the Millennium Wars, too many lives have been lost. It's time to put an end to this. What brings you to me? I'm here to take the Archon test. I don't see wings on you. I will not send unprepared soldiers into battle. I've seen enough senseless deaths. I demand to take the Archon test.
Are you here to take the Archon test?
I was assuming the one actually meant I could hit the one button. That's not how that worked. That's fine.
Inside if you can manage to break it.
Oh, he was talking and I wasn't even paying attention. You're a persistent one. Fine, I will let you take the test first. Let me see what you've got. Attack that test dummy and find what's hidden inside it. Dust and shit. Test dummy. Test dummy. Mr. Test Dummy, where are you? I feel like a Momo. Yep, I'm a Momo. That's fine. Oh my... And this is the best part of the game, is the music. How? What? I got a... How did I... What? I got 100 experience just for actually casting the spells. I mean, okay, sure, fine, whatever.
Here to take the Archon test.
I see glimmerings of a Deva in you, but also a tumultuous fate. Did you find something for me? So, what's next? You're certainly very strong physically, but you're going to need more than just brute strength to defeat the Ilios and the Valar. Wait here a moment and brace yourself. I'm going to ask you some questions. The questions should not be difficult if you've studied your history. Oh no. Oh, I knew. Okay, was he... So he was talking and I literally legit could not hear what he was saying. It just sounded like indistinct mumbling. Funny coming from me. Hopefully the sound balance is okay to that end.
This world was a paradise before the Cataclysm. What name does this land?
So quiet, I can't hear what he's saying. What is the name of the paradise created by Aion that was split into multiple lands by the Cataclysm? It's Atreia. The hell was that sound? Okay. Correct, let's move on to the next question. What caused the Aion Tower to break apart during the Cataclysm? Phrygian's flame.
Deva, what would you say is your mission?
Correct. Phrygian was the first Dragon Lord to ascend and was the most powerful. Now the last question. What do you think a Deva's duty is? To act as a spear and shield protecting the Imperial Lords in the world. Union taught you well. I hope these ideals never leave you. Islanarian. Okay.
Are you here to take the Archon test?
Report back to me when you're done. What's going on now? Subulgorn.
Yes. Speak up.
He looks different than I remember him last. But then again, I also haven't seen him in several years. Getting dark in here. Let me turn this on. Hopefully I don't blind myself. There we go. It's a little bit brighter that way. Maybe. There we go. Hope you're ready for some fighting.
They'll tarnish the reputation of our raiders if we don't do anything. Teach them a lesson.
Sound balancing, dude. Because as of right now, the other dude, I could not hear him. And I mean, granted, you know, I don't actually know. This probably came out before COVID was a thing, so they just didn't sound balance it. Some of my people were attacked by the sprigs out in the fields. They're getting out of hand recently. I mean, can you imagine sprigs attacking us? I don't even know anymore. Okie dokie. Talk to Nobek. Oh no, we're turning that off. Hang on. Sound options. Good. It doesn't give me the error voice anymore, which is wonderful. Nobek.
I'm glad you're here.
I remember that voice. She's Olgorn's daughter, and she's very and he's very protective of her. Where did she go?
The springs and ask Dobby where he went to find Ray.
If I knew that, I wouldn't be freaking out. Olgorn would have let her join the ranks yet, since she's constantly looking for trouble to respect her as a fighter. Okay, so it's good to know that they kept that particular storyline going. Ooh, I got shiny stuffs. Wait. Oh, that's right. There is a cooldown for that, isn't there? That's right. This doesn't have the same type of cooldown system you see in most other games, or at least most other MMOs. That is to say, where each spell has their own specific GCD rather than everything having a GCD of its own. Wait, instead of everything having one all-inclusive GCD, every item has its own specific GCD, I think. Talk to determined Cheska. Okay, not going that way. You can turn off now music. There you go. This game is gorgeous though. Is there a way to turn off the UI? Oh, like that. I mean, say what you will, but this game is absolutely gorgeous. And there's just this one freaking thing here that's just derping right across, doing its thing. There we go. I think that print screened, right? There we go. Wonderful. Okay. And the music, God, like the visual and sound quality of this game is just absolutely incredible. Pew! All the runny speeds. That is gorgeous looking. Look at that shit. Yep, okay. This is gonna be a thing. I'm probably gonna be taking pictures, just as a heads up.
Welcome.
Ray? Again? I don't know where she is, but it's not here.
Gatherer
Great, any ideas?
Motgar might know. Let's go.
Maybe Motgar will know. Also, these NPC... Can I turn these NPC voices off? I can turn these NPC voices off, right? Because they're kind of just getting in the way. I can just read the text. And also, the voice acting isn't the same as what it's actually saying in the text, which is making it even more distracting for me. Did they upgrade the visuals to this? Because somehow this seems a... I don't know. I mean, I think they maybe added some anti-aliasing or something, because you see, like, the very fine glow that's around my calves. It's like a sharpening mask or a sharpening filter or something like that. It's not bad. I mean, this game is freaking gorgeous. Like, look at this. Like, look at that, man. Hold up. I want to get the purple. fly. You need to get out of my way, bro. And print screen. Don't mind me. I'm just seeing the pretties. God, this music is so good. It's so ambient. I love it. Oh, that's just a little thing. I thought it was a quest thingy or something. You're looking for Ray, everyone is. Allgorn's raiders have already searched every corner of the forest. Well, she has to be somewhere. We searched every tree, rock, every pile of leaves except... I bet they didn't search there. Of course they didn't search there. That's always the last place you look. Talk to Dobby. We've searched anywhere except Verdundi's hut. I can't go there. That witch will cast a spell on me. No one who trespasses there ever comes back. But it would be just like Ray to risk it.
Go deeper into the forest, and when you see a sign, take the side road. That should get you to Verdundi's cabin.
Well, okay. Guess that didn't change the, Guess that didn't mute the NPC voices, huh? Well.
Was there something you needed?
Go deeper into the forest, and when you see a sign, take the side road. That should get you to Verdundi's cabin.
She's determined to become a raider, but her father won't accept her yet. She's always said she'll have to do something drastic to even be seen as anything more than a child. I bet she went to Verdundi's hut. The only place we haven't checked.
Deep in the forest, you'll find a wooden shack. An old fortune teller lives there, and some say her visitors don't return.
Oh, now there's a scary face you want to zoom in on. All 7 of those pixels? I mean, thus far it does feel more streamlined. I remember there having to be 2 or 3 extra quests you had to do just to make sure you got to level 10. Granted, you get to level 10 in like an hour and a half. I've been recording for almost 40 minutes, but admittedly about 10 minutes of that was just fiddling with the UI and crap. Oh, that's a weird effect. Okay.
Have you business with me?
Didn't Olgorn's bandits warn you about me? Do you know where you are? If you annoy me, I will cast a spell on you and make you disappear for a minute. Have you not heard the rumor? I'm looking for Ray. That small, spoiled girl, I thought she was really spoiled. Now knowing that she's the only daughter of Olgorn, I understand why. I caught her stealing the crystal ball, but she challenged me instead of apologizing, so I kicked her out of my house. Which way did she go?
This may not look pleasant, but it tastes amazing. Try it.
It's... Okay. I suppose she went wherever she wanted to go. I don't want Olgorn's daughter to give me a headache either. It would be really annoying for me if the bandits kept coming for me and asking about the whereabouts of her boss's daughter. However, nothing is free in this world. You must do me a favor if you want to get her back. I need magic materials to cast magic. Go quickly and get them. I mean, sure. Daru. Best part about this game. Do I have an auto loot option? Probably should have noticed that stuff. Interface. Quick bars. Keep chat window active. I don't think there's an auto loot function. There is literally not. Okay, that's right. You have to press a button to auto loot. It's not just right click. That's fine. I forgot that little tidbit. Smack. Okay, so wait a minute. What option? Wait, so what do I have? Okay. So what else do I... Forest Sparky. Hey, Forest Sparky. I feel like a dumbass. This is definitely a lot more bright than I remember it being. Damn it, you're gonna have to make me friggin' log on to a private server or something, just so I can compare these two. Or God forbid, actually watch my old videos. Yep. I mean, so far it is a lot more kind of straightforward. You.
Have you business with me?
Why have you not left yet? Yes, yes, magic materials. Whitefoot Daru's. You got all of them. Now that I have the materials, I can find where Ray is.
Take youth for granted.
Great.
Have you business with me?
It takes time to prepare magic. Don't rush me. You worked hard to get the materials. I'll give you a present. What is it?
This may not look pleasant, but it tastes amazing. Try it.
Nothing special. It's fungi candy I've made for guests. It looks strange, but tastes incredibly good. Believe me. Yeah, this seems like this won't possibly be an issue. Also, Jesus, Mother of God. Oh, this gives me 4,000 health. Like, I have 998 health without it. Watch this. Like, Mother of God. Can be used for 30 days. Okay. Well. Fungi. Oh, there it is. Duh. And now I'm a fungi. Because of course I am.
Have you business with me?
The effect of the fungi candy disappeared immediately? How? You must have something special. Close your eyes. I wish I did.
If you want any information, I'll send you to Ray. Go now.
What? Why did they add these voices? Hello, Maxhelm. How are you doing today? I can only read part of your future. What is wrong? I saw it only for a while, but you had wings. I had a strong feeling that you will become a deva. I'm not sure if you can be fit for such a future. Wait, I'm not sure if you can be fit for such a future. Yeah, no, that's right. You'd better hurry up if you want to know the future. I'll send you right to Ray. Just for this once. Just for... Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Alright. The colors are a lot more vibrant than I remember them being. Damn it, I'm gonna have to look at my old stuff again. You gonna make me watch old YouTube videos again? Me?
You want a piece of me?
Oh god, I remember this girl and her voice actor. Did old lady fortune teller send you? I was gonna steal her crystal ball to those dumps, to disturb those damned sapiens. You screwed it up. My father sent you. You should have told me that first. Cool, I now have 4,500 health. And an apprentice weapon box that is an incredibly powerful item.
You want a piece of me?
I have no time for this. I got important information. This is all thanks to me who knows how the Mal... Thanks to me who knows the Mal language. Did you know what the Mals are doing here? I mean, no, but by all means, please inform me. It sounds like it's going to be a real treat. You cannot stop me. I will handle this by myself, so my father will be proud of me. I will do it for you, but you get to take the credit.
Finding out where the Odella is transported will help you come out on top.
You say you want to do it for me and let me take the credit? I like that idea. Okay, I made up my mind. I will tell you what I heard. Do as I say. They didn't exactly localize this new variant very much, did they? I've heard that they're opening the Gate of Dimension to send Odellas to somewhere. Find out the destination of Odellas and also punish sapiens. Do you understand? Do as I said. Yeah, this localization is not so hot. It's not that good.
You're here.
Did Ray tell you? There are quite a many Mals and
We
Moogles.
need proof that we defeated the Dun-Dun. Bring me the fresh picked Odella and dried ginseng root. That should do.
Okie dokie. I think it's better to split the mission. I'll deal with the Mals, you take care of the Dun-Duns. You need to prove Ray that you beat Dun-Duns, punish Dun-Dun Farmer, Dun-Dun Look, and gather the freshly picked Odella and dried ginseng root that they have. Okay. On skills. Press the start menu. Select skills. Select active. Select skills that are quick bar for use. Drag it da. Okay, yeah, I understand. I understand how skills work. Oh, I have skills. Neato. Okay. Blessing of the Guardian, huh? Okay, so I am going to Odella Land. Alright. Something about this seems different. Again, it seems like it's more... Yeah, it is. It was a pretty decent game. Like I said, I had gotten to a kick where I was downloading a lot of older MMOs that I had maybe briefly played in the past, and I wanted to give this one just another look to see what was going on, and it is very different than I remember it being. I'd heard that they'd made changes to it, but it's just... Oh, shit. Yoop. Oh, this is gonna be weird. I also didn't bother changing all the keybinds because I'm lazy. But I want to give this another shot, see if it's any better or worse. I get the feeling it's not as good as it used to be. I mean, just for the sheer amount of crap that they removed. I tried logging back into my, my level 60 chanter, and I was just very overwhelmed by the changes that they'd made. They removed... I was showing the... If you guys remember the map before, you know, there was a Shogun, Pandemonium, Pernan, which is like the... whatever the hell you call area. Player housing area. Then there was Altgard, Morheim, Brustonen, Beluzlin. Apparently there was something over here in patch like 4.0 or 5.0. This was actually a place you could visit, the Tower of Eternity. They just nuked everything. And it makes me kind of sad, to be honest with you. Because it feels like stuff got removed for the sake of it being removed. I know that's not the case. Or at least I hope that's not the case, but they apparently also removed crafting pretty much across the board, which that just makes my heart sad. They let it go until beta ended, but not after. No, that's pretty cool. Okay, yep, I got you, Dun. I got you, bro. Look for determined Cheska. Oh, I gotta run through the town. Okay, that's fine. Best part about this game, by far, is the music, though. It's so good. Smack-a-doodle. Oh, for some reason you're still alive. Let me fix that really quick. I remember ESO being really good. I just started reading into Aion again and was like, what the crap is going on? And felt compelled to see just what had happened to it, and it's... I mean, I can see what they're trying to do with it. But at this point, it honestly feels... And granted, I am level 7, and I've been playing for about 45 minutes.
This is it.
Click the fisher. Yeah. These will be enough. Did you look in the cauldron in front of me? Increase the production of Adelas or refine them. It's very difficult to refine. Okay.
Be careful.
Check out the Dun Cauldron. Got it. Odella is being crystallized. So is Odella like some sort of like magical crack or something?
This
Magic
is
crack?
it.
Can we find Odella's? Something may be behind them. I'm going to tell this to Ray and then go back to Odell Village and report the situation. Check the area for more evidence. Okie dokie. This music is so good! Oh, back up this way. This is what I've missed from Aion, though. The music is so good. I also went the wrong way. Where are you at? Oh, you're up there. Well, not anymore, you're not. Is anything worthwhile up here? No? Okay. Got it. Odella Trace. Alright. We'll need to find another to confirm. Wow. My character actually spoke. What is this? What is this heresy? So good. Best back up off me. This feels really weird though. I will say that's the way I'm feeling right now. Playing it for about an hour, it feels weird. Not bad. It's just I remember how it was before and it just feels very strange to get to level 8 in about 40 minutes. And to have most of the storyline cut out. Ignalto, the All-Going Raiders. Really now? You need to back up off me, buddy. Okay.
Was there something you needed?
I saw suspicious mouths moving Odella. I came into this canyon running after them, but after them to find a strange thing that looked like a cave, and I've been hiding here to watch the localization is real weird. Like, that's honestly something I'm not really liking so far, is that I mean, granted, the localization in the first one wasn't the best in history, but just something about this feels very stilted. Canyon is not as deep as Baramive Canyon. Follow the Odella pieces on the ground and you will get to the suspicious cave I just mentioned. Okie dokie then? What? Okie dokie. I'm just gonna nuke you real quick. I'm gonna call it good. Honestly, playing this, as weird as it sounds, playing this for the past hour-ish or so, it honestly makes me just want to play a private server. It makes me just want to play whatever it was before, because I'm now curious to be like, wait, was it actually like this? And I want to kind of compare and contrast. The secret passage. Define secret passage. Oh yeah, that's right. You see the aggro radius of mobs on the minimap here. I forgot about that. That's actually a nice detail. I kind of wish more games did that. It's also strange that there's no battle music here at all. Schmack. Where am I going? I'm assuming I'm going up at the top, yeah? Because that seems like, I mean, words and sentence structure. It seems like the only place I can realistically go, so. Oh, hey, how's it going, dude? What's up? Hey, buddy. Oh, okay. That's fine. Double stun, double the fun. Something, something, double mint. Please don't sue me. Double mint corporation. Wind greaves. Can I wear those? No, I cannot. That is unfortunate. Okay. Secret passage it is. I wouldn't necessarily call a giant blue glowing vortex necessarily a secret, but maybe I have a different way of purchase Luma benefits. No. Screw you. Was there always a dungeon at the end of this? There was a dungeon at the end of this before, right?
I've been waiting for you.
What a relief you arrived safely. You could imagine this kind of place would exist inside of a cave.
If you investigate this place, you might be able to put together what the Odella is for.
That would be great to understand what Odella even is.
This'll make some keener.
She goes, they're so adorable. The music in Shugo's best part about Aion. Gastenirk does business with Asmodeans too. Guess you're here to buy some stuff, Nierk. Gastenirk? Aren't you hearing Gastenirk's recommendation? If you do me a little favor, I'll pass on good tip. Talk about win-win, Nierk. Pass the entrance next to us and you'll see where kobolds dig and refine odium. I have no idea what skills are used, but the quality of odium produced here is just outstanding. Get unrefined ores and refined odium and take them to my brother Kokabanirk in Haramul Tower. If you get all the odium, he'll be very profitable for us. My brother will tell you all about Gastenirk. No odium, no info. Nierk! Okay, cutscene.
Kobolds mine for odium here at this spot.
Chonky boys. Yeah, it's the same thing. Just
and
something
at the
is
Odella nursery.
something is
Ham and his men
different,
process
and I
Odella
can't
gathered by scurvs
figure out
near.
exactly what it is. It seems more vibrant. I mean, they may have just
The
upped
processed odium in Odella is then put in a box in Haramel Tower.
They may have just upped the resolution
transported
or
somewhere via
something.
pulley.
I don't know, but it's different somehow, and I can't
Gastenirk
quite
is the
place
only
it.
one who knows where. Nierk.
Nierk.
My brother Mufinirk? He knows where Gastenirk is.
Mufinirk. Oh my
Find
god.
Gastenirk if you want to draw back Haramel's dark curtain.
I love Shugo. They're so adorable. Maybe? They definitely did something, though. Increased movement speed. Okay, so where the Farfignugan am I going? Oh, never mind. That's where I'm going. Don't mess with me. There we go. Mr. Dukaki, you back up off me. Bye, buddy. Just beat it with a stick. Oh, I can't. Oh, I already got raw odium. Okay. Destroy aether cards. Any more aether cards in here? No, but I'm just going to take this one and then... I think I'm just going to camp this aether card. Maybe. Well, I mean, it could be higher resolution. The only thing is, it's doing some weird stuff to the resolution on... Oh, wow, that loaded back incredibly quickly. Is that it's doing weird stuff to the resolution on my monitor such that it keeps defaulting to 1280 by 720 despite the fact that it's clearly a 1080p panel and I have it set to 1080p and it's just like, nope, you meant 1280 by 720, right? I'm like, but no, that's not what I meant at all. What are you talking about? So I mean, once I was able to finally fix it, which involved putting it on a window full screen, closing it out, opening it back up in windowed full screen to it with this blurry mess, changing it back to actual full screen, and just fiddling around with the settings for a couple of minutes to actually get it to stick to 1080p in window mode, because full screen, I could technically have run it in full screen, but every time I would attempt to Alt-Tab, basically my computer would freeze for about 10 to 20 seconds. And I would prefer that not to happen on a computer that has a 3700X and a 1080 Ti. I don't know. But something definitely feels sharper, for sure. Oh, am I missing the, Okay, so I'm missing the 3 refined odium, I guess. Doot 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 doot. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright. Need to back up off my Cheerios, buddy. Thank you. This music is so happy. I love it. Yeah, pretty much. I do the same thing, where I'm just like, why is this full screen? I don't want this. Give me windowed full screen, please. I know that there's technically... there can sometimes be a performance hit, but if I have to lose 5 FPS to gain a whole lot of... What am I trying to say here? Not perspective. Convenience. To gain a whole lot of convenience, I can trade 2 or 3 FPS for a lot of convenience in my computer not crapping itself every time I try to Alt-Tab to a different monitor.
Watch it. Dava nearly stepped on Shugo's tail. Nyark.
Why is Dava here? Are you acquainted with Gestinurk? Has my brother sent you? I have played for 1 hour. Please take a break. Yes, this is it, Nyark. This is high quality odium. It's hard to get through Crawl strict management. My brother and I are on the same page. If I compare these 2 types, we'll be able to find out. Like, you can tell that this was written before this latest expansion, because it just... Something about the style of writing is different. Doot doot.
Watch it. Dava nearly stepped on Shugo's tail. Nyark.
I will step on your tail as much as I want. You know, step on me, tall lady gif and all that good stuff. Or is it pronounced GIF? Asmodee and David Horman lived the ability to lord yada 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 yada. A Maroon wields the wheel power of Haramel and Doguvernark. Sure, Doguvernark is demoted to a supervisor level. I've been in Haramel for a long time, but I've never seen the Asmodee and David. I've never been above the elevator. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of stopped reading that about midway through. Dude, I was too busy listening to the music and kind of jamming it. Yeah, right? They still... I remember that. I'm like, oh yeah! That's a cute... Wait, the lift doesn't even work? Are you shitting me right now? That's definitely different than what it used to be. 100% different than what it used to be. Because before it was actually something that would... It was actually a moving item that would move you around the building. What? I need to get Odella. Ah yes, process Odella. Okay, so it's over here. I feel a little bit weird that the things I killed just burn. Oh, okay. Alright. That's fine. Keymaster Moo Dang, huh? You can advance to level 10 only after you have completed the story. Oh, so I'm just doing shit I don't need to do. Okay. So why am I doing this quest then? I guess for lore purposes. Yoop. I love everything about Shugo. They are so cute. Well, I mean, I may as well just complete the quest now. Because I don't think I can go... Well, I mean, I guess I could theoretically... Excuse me? Am I not allowed to burn that processed Odella? Are you sure about that? Oh, because I've already done it. Alright, well that's fair. Screw you, game. But that is fair. So I'm basically turning a noxious narcotic into an aerosol form, is what I'm getting out of this. Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. What does this do 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 do? Y'all need to back up off me. Really now? Okay. You guys have quite the aggro range, don't you? That's fine. You're going to die, but I appreciate the thought. Didn't want it. Dang it. Damn it, Bobby. I also forgot how bright the icons are, such that I can't really tell what the hell it is I'm looking at half the time. I'm not crazy, right? Like these things, like this is just a bunch of blue swirlies. I didn't know that was supposed to mean, I don't know, like movement increase. Okay. Really? Alright. Go for it. I mean, I'm literally an unkillable god right now because I have approximately 6 times the amount of health I'm supposed to have. In fact, you know what? I'm taking this off. That probably sounds crazy.
Don't come any closer. Nyark.
How come Davis? Hey, don't blame me. I just did what I was told to. I'm not the one to blame. If I told you what I want, will you let me off the hook? If the association finds out about this, I'm a dead Shugo. Everybody makes mistakes. Please, I'm begging you. Instead, I'll tell you everything about Haramel and Hamaroon. But you have to guarantee my safety.
Don't come any closer. Nyark.
I've always wanted to wash my hands of this. It will be an end. It will all end once you eliminate Hamaroon, the leader of Haramel. But Hamaroon is always accompanied by bossman Nukiti. Defeat him before Hamaroon and job is a lot easier.
Don't come any closer. Nyark.
Who the hell is it? Oh. How can you get in here, Nierk? I'm Haramel's supervisor, Gestinerk, Nierk. Here's an intruder. Where are the guards, Nierk? It's newly collected Odella. It smells good, Nierk. Why are you showing it to me, Nierk? You want to work at Haramel? I'm sorry, but humans cannot work as well as brainwashed imprisoned Moogles, Nierk. I will give you a chance to get out of here. Once brainwashed, you can never leave here.
I did nothing wrong.
Talk to Gestinerk again.
Don't come any closer. Nyark.
What are you doing? Get out. You're dead once you get caught. I guess Gestinerk cannot escape from Haramel. At least you should be getting away. What are you talking about? Once you get into Haramel, you can't avoid Hamaroon's watch. Excuse me. I can eliminate him. If you...
And Hamaroon and Rishu.
So weird. Okay. See, this one works. I don't know why the other one is just a teleporty thing. One thing I can appreciate is that apparently at some point they updated these guys. I don't know if you can see it, but look, they have regular hands now. And regular feet. They don't have the stupid claw bullshit where they have the big metal looking appendage suckers. Oh, sweet Jesus. On their fingers and toes, so they end up looking like absolute morons. Which I can appreciate. I mean, it would be cool to have it as an option, but I'm glad that they kind of got rid of it because it's all stupid. Sup, buddy? Oh. Suddenly, I'm kind of wishing I didn't take that thing off my head now. Kind of wishing I hadn't taken that thing off now. Okay. This is definitely making it more challenging, though. Kind of had to stop for a second and think with the actual brain parts here. Because without that extra, you know, 4,000 health, that was actually kind of scary. It's actually a little bit scary. It's interesting how they changed a lot of this crap. I don't understand it. But at this point, sure, whatever. Sup, Hammeroon? Aren't you a fearless one? Yep. Whack-a-doodle. So basically, there's a human overseeing this whole thing, huh? Brainwash fighter, you need to back up off my Cheerios, please. I suppose there is a slight GCD where everything kind of goes... Excuse me? How are you still alive? Okay, hold up. There we go.
No, I will not let this be my end.
Second stage of a boss fight? Oh, he's a Deva.
You will pay for this. You've not seen the last of me.
And your little dog, too. He left me a present, though. That's nice. Oh, sweet. Gimme stuffs. What is an acorn bundle? Take these acorns to the Acorn Guild member at Hyron or Beluzlin to exchange it for items. Bah. Also. Well, screw you, buddy. Okay. Okay, so... Okay, back to town I go, I suppose. Hey, Marco!
Are you here to take the Archon test?
Report the results. You found out the enormous truth hidden behind a small problem. A large amount of Rodella moved to Haramel has already been disappeared? I'm assuming has already disappeared, but it's surprising to hear that you have not yet awakened Deva to defeat Hammeroon. I can't understand how you have not awakened as a Deva yet. Sure, we're just gonna take the oil pasta.
Are you here to take the Archon test?
You did a great job. I have something to tell you. Know that fate is awaiting you. The fate awaiting you is great. I have an unusual flow of aether.
Seeing and experiencing the future is prohibited in Pandemonium. Do you still want to do this?
If you say your goodbye to the villagers, I will show you your fate. Olgorn is waiting for you. Hurry. Buh.
Shugos can always help.
Sell all miscellaneous. Let's please and thank you. I honestly miss that option. The, you know, sell all miscellaneous bullshit. It's not something you see in, honestly, in too many.
Shugos always know a good deal.
I'll just hold on to my Kina. Yep.
Yes? Speak up.
Shogun avoided a disaster. In the worst case, the entire Asmodee would have been in big trouble. What?
I'm not
What
sure how to repay
does
you.
Odella do?
Moonin is expecting you. Go meet him.
Polo? Who only live once? Union has been waiting for your arrival. What?
Aion has led you here.
You have grown much since I've seen you last. Do not forget this is home from when you leave Pandemonium.
Work with Cheska to make a better future for Atreia.
Oh, okay, I get it. Marco Polo. Okay, I get it. Okay. Polo. Alright. Take care of Cheska. Great future with Cheska. Francesca? Old Francesca.
Did you just get here?
Wait, hasn't he been... Wait a minute. Munit was supposedly in prison for like 1,000 years or some shit, wasn't he? Because he was thrown into that prison. If I recall the story correctly, he was thrown into the prison. And it's sad that I still remember this, even vaguely. He was thrown into the prison in a Shogun because he was all like, ooh, there's going to be a 13th Imperial Lord, and that was going against pretty much all of the religious texts at the time, and everyone was like, no, you're being all blasphemy and stuff, and he's like, no, I'm not, bitch, trust me, there's shit going down, so they imprisoned him, and then I think they actually imprisoned him before everything blew up. I think. They imprisoned him before the Cataclysm? Or maybe immediately afterwards or something. All I know is that apparently we are, at least Asmodean ones, are a reincarnation, I think, of... No. No, the Ilios one, I think, is you're actually the Empyrean Lord, but you lost your memory or some shit or something. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is I remember that there was a story where he was in prison for hundreds of years. So who did he bump chicka bump bump with while... I mean, I know of, you know, conjugal visits and all that, but, you know, he was in a tube for hundreds of years.
I guess we have to say goodbye to this place for a while. I think Marco is calling you. You should go.
Okie dokie. I'll go dark to Marco. Polo. You passed this Twisted Creepers. Wait. Your past is Twisted Creeper. Your past is Twisted Creepers, your present is a harbor, and the future is a shadow in the lava, just as I expected. Is this full high? Like, actually, what the fuck is he saying? What? I don't even understand what I just read. This is the most crucial period of your life. You are standing on the crossroad of your fate. So, graduating college? You're ready to make a decision you won't regret?
Seeing and experiencing the future is prohibited in Pandemonium. Do you still want to do this, knowing the risks and restrictions?
Shut the fuck up, please. I think misfortune awaits you. A misfortune that will not only drag you down to the abyss. Oh my god, the localization in here is actually like triggering me. Like, it's actually kind of making me mad. Because it's just like, I'm running into typos here a lot. And I remember the first one wasn't, I mean, granted, it wasn't the most groundbreaking story ever, but I mean, a misfortune that will not only drag you down into the abyss. Like, there should be another half of a sentence in there somewhere. Or something. But do not be afraid. If you see an upcoming future that clearly with your eyes, you can change it. But then what do you experience your future now? See and experience the future is banned. Seeing and experiencing the future is banned in Pandemonium, and it is very dangerous, which is what Munin did and why he got banned. Yes, I want to experience my future. Fuck off, Luma. That's irritating. That little pop-up that's like, hey, do you want to pay money to make this easier? No. The music in this game is so good. The push to capture a taxi from the Ilios is faring badly. Their legate is Hellion is too powerful. He defeats every Archon who challenges him. Their arrival brings us a glimmer of hope. Okay, so that one's still the same. And this. Which is badass. It's odd that has stopped. and it's suddenly very chill now. Which is okay. Seems like there might be a minor oopsie with that. Oof. That. Oh, there it is. It's back. Get off the screen, please. Smack you in the face. Die, fools! Sup, Aion? I always knew this day would come, apparently. My heal is super weak. I don't remember if that was always the case, but it feels like my heal is super weak. Oh. Magic sword. Ah, yes, I remember this. So this is some like Dragon Ball Z shit right here. That's right, I'm putting some sort of like Phantom Zone thing, right? And now it's time to wake up from the dream. Okay, it's really weird. This just kind of makes me, for the lack of a better term, nostalgic, because it was Munin that was supposed to show up to tell you about your fate, because he was the one that was all like, yo, by the way, so, people aren't gonna believe this, but, you're gonna save all of mankind because, you know, you're badass.
Fate will help you.
I'm surprised. I guess you could have been an excellent David, but you were more than that, and you could reach a higher level. However, your destiny is strongly entangled with others. Like that. Your destiny is strongly entangled with others strongly. Like, these are things that really should have been... Granted, there's a lot of text they have to go through, but during the localization process, you know, it makes me sad that there wasn't as much... You can tell there wasn't as much forethought put into the translation. An alias deviant named Aion, and like they literally could have just taken the one from Munin over and changed like 2 or 3 words over or something. Your life is in the swindle because of him. At the scene you have seen just before, you were damaged by Aion's critical attack and completely lost your reasoning total. What? When it comes to translations like this, it makes me not care about the story. And that makes me sad, because like in the YouTube series I had, I read every quest. I watched every cutscene. I went through the whole damn thing, and I was actually fairly interested in what was happening in the story and what was happening with the characters and stuff like that. Even if the lore was kind of like lulls, you know, like mega angels and demons and stuff like that, I found it interesting. The lore, you know, the lore building and all that. Seeing this, like, it just... You know, this is the crap that makes me not care about stories in games when it's just poorly translated like this. Like, this reminds me of Terra. This is why when I was playing Terra, I didn't really watch the story, because the cutscenes, it was just bad. They were bad. They were not very, just... It's too early to determine the meaning of what you just saw. What I can tell clearly is that your future won't be smooth.
Talking to me will certainly help you shape your
The future's not decided at birth. The future can change after all. See, this is completely the opposite of what Munin said, because he was like, hey, by the way, this is your future, but it doesn't have to be this way. There's a way to change it, etc., etc., etc.
What lies before you is a Deva's path to glory.
You must follow the path of a Deva,
are you going to choose to bring honor to
the one who got his wings from death by fighting his own fate. Chanter. 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 Give me chantery goodness. That's a lot of stuff that just popped in there. What the sh is it? That's a lot of things that just popped up. What the shit? Like, what the hell? Okay, so herb. So I got Booming Strike. Hollowed Strike, Booming Strike. So I don't have to put that in there. Inescapable Judgment. So I guess that's this now? Oh, so it replaced certain things. So Fire Skill, Hollowed Strike. So Inescapable Judgment was whatever Light's Judgment turned out to be. Protective Ward. We're gonna put you there. It's nice that they have a DP skill that's not whatever it was before. Celerity Mantra is like run around stuffs and things. Meteor Strike. Okay, so that's Word of Wind, increases movement speed. So I can have Celerity. Oh, that's a cooldown. Oh. Well, ball sacks. Kind of wish I hadn't used that now. Physical damage. Melee smash. That's sort of like a final smash. Passives. Shield training, armor proficiency, winged mantra, etc., etc. Do not have wings as of yet. But there we go. So give me all the things. I look like a doofus. But I suppose that's to be expected. The pose definitely did not help that. Certification of Deva. Oh. Click reward in the quest window. Click reward in the quest window. Am I not? Click reward in the quest. Am I not clicking the reward in the quest window? Start tutorial. Sure. Okay. Click on profile. Title. Ain't that. Cool. I don't understand. Click reward in the quest window. Oh, I see it now. Never mind. That reward in the quest window. Okay. That's cool. So I don't actually have to go back to necessarily go back to the quest giver. All right. Okay, so I gotta go to wherever the fuck.
Aion's greatest gift to the weary traveler.
Pandemonium, yeah. Pandemonium, pandemonium. Yeah, it's not bad. I kind of feel like a doofus, I'm gonna be honest with you, but as far as level 10 ability, you know, level 10 sets are concerned, it's not that bad. Oh, I do have wings. Okay. I guess they're not the super spiffy kind, but you know, that's neither here nor there. I even have Spaulders. Where are the Spaulders? Oops. I wonder, do I have the... Oh, I probably don't. I probably don't have those, the Black Cloud trading something wings that you got from NCSoft for having the pre-order from God knows how long ago. Hmm. Okay. Yoop. Wait. Oh, I literally walked past what I was supposed to do. Alright. Give me increased movement speed, por favor. But something about this just looks a lot sharper. And I really can't word it. I think they upped the graphic resolution, or at the very least sharpened the graphic resolution on floral tiles and stuff like that.
As for lumber, my friend.
As for Lumbra. I don't know how you know Munin, but he asked me to look after you. You need someone to perform the proper ceremonies, and then you'll be fully recognized as a Deva. Talk to High Priest Balder.
Stop.
Stop.
How did you get in here?
I do remember this cutscene.
Relax. Everyone, put your swords away. Is this how you greeted Deva?
Oh, sorry, sir. Apologies.
Our guards can get ahead of themselves.
I look like such a
Told me
hipster.
you were coming. Let me welcome you to Pandemonium.
Oh, God, clicked off the screen. I mean, I love the way this city looks. It's got a very sort of high fantasy, pseudo-dark fantasy kind of look to it. I am really sad that they ended up cutting out about a third to a half of the city. You know, that area to the left of Triennial Coliseum is no longer active. Everything to the left of the Legion board is no longer active. Like, it makes me sad that they cut out so much because it was quote-unquote no longer in use. And I get why, but, you know, to streamline for new players. But let's be real, how many new players are coming in here? Like, being real with you. That's not really going to be happening very often.
You honor Aion with your presence.
You ready to have the ceremony? Blood for blood. Wait, there's no cutscene anymore? There's not a cutscene where oh, that's right, because there was a portion in there where Munin was all was kind of hiding in the background, or the one dude was hiding in the background, and I guess they didn't want to like. Why did they get rid of the cutscene? I don't understand the decisions that have been made. And I'm not trying to shit on it or anything. It's just, I don't know. This is gorgeous looking though. Oh, I guess I don't have Smite anymore. Wow, they really hammered in the whole, like, you don't get certain spells anymore once you change, do they? Because, I mean, granted, Smite was a nigh on useless spell, but, like, you still used it every so often, even as a chanter. So the fact that it's no longer there makes me kind of sad. Like, what the hell? I kind of want to play through this just to see the differences of it. Because right now, I'm kind of... I got some thoughts on it.
Welcome.
I have no doubts you will honor Asmodee with your work. I was hoping you could see Lord Marcotown in person. Well, I'm sure I'll be able to meet him if it's meant to be. Like, the thing is, the Elios questline, I'm pretty sure that cutscene is still there, because I was watching somebody play through a little bit of the intro, which is why I was like, hey, wait a minute, like, this seems different. Like, their intro cutscene and all that kind of stuff, their Ascension cutscene, and they can see, they even added being able to see their, like, Empyrean Lord type person, whereas, I'm not saying that there's an Elios bias, but, you know, oh, my nose itches. Exactly. Ancient Transformation Potion Chest. What? A potion chest? Wait, what? Increases casting speed by 20%, movement speed by 40%. So wait, these transformations aren't for fun anymore? They're actually... Are you fucking kidding me right now? This was a serious decision made by somebody. To turn yourself into a giant mouse in order to get a stat bonus. What, was this like a test that somebody in a Korean office or just an office anywhere made? It was like, I wonder how stupid people are willing to make themselves look for a statistical bonus. How stupid are our players willing to look? Like, how much do we want to debase ourselves as a human being in order for just a statistical upgrade? Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not knocking on the way that it looks. It's gorgeous looking, it's adorable, and I love the fact that something like this exists. I just don't want to have to look like this to be strong. Because I promise you, oh god, I want to go to a main city now. Like, where is the main city? Is it Pandemonium, I guess? No, not Pandemonium. Is it the Gelgarmaros, or whatever the hell the Asmodean, like, wherever the fuck that city is? Because that's where the most concentration... That would explain why there were so many people looking like idiots. I thought it was just people wearing costumes to wear costumes. There's actually statistical bonuses on that. What? NCSoft, you're stupid. I get it. That is a very stupid thing to do. And actually, no, let me see. I'm curious. Let me see. Special transformation bundles. Let's see. Transformation. Let's see. Special transformation chords bundle. Stackable, consumable. You know, I had a semi-decent amount of respect for NCSoft when I was playing this before. Even though I was content to not pay any extra money, the fact that you could... that from what it seemed, the pay-to-win aspect wasn't insanely huge, such that, I mean, you could buy the, you know, the keys for the armored lock boxes and all that kind of stuff, but the boxes dropped for anybody, and you could theoretically... I think you could actually buy the keys on the broker as well, sort of thing, but it's like you could do what you needed to do without necessarily having to buy. Like, this is just... And on top of that, I gotta look like this to do it. I'm curious now. I kind of want to level again just to see what the differences are, but this does not please me. I can now understand why when I was kind of reading through stuff, I'm like, why is everybody so mad reading through this? I now understand why a lot of like old time, the ones who were clinging were like, this is shit, don't bother with this. This game is shit, don't bother with it. Just play on a private server or play another game because it's not worth it. I mean, even like you know, removing, you know, a third of the zones, removing apparently like 55 dungeons, you know, completely revamping everything so that way you don't get most of your abilities until like level 70, in which you get the same abilities you have back that you had at level like 17 is now something you get at like level 73 or something stupid like that. Those are all ridiculous choices, but this... I mean, maybe this has already existed, but this is a level of just, like, no. Like, yeah, right, can't wait for the cutscenes now. You just see just a face full of fox ferret thing. I was hoping to recruit you. I think you'd make a fine Archon of Dust. I would be honored.
Dusk, I issue this order. Go to Beluslan and find out where the Odella is.
Yes, I was looking it up, because somebody had mentioned, like, hey, by the way, a general list of what had changed, and I was like, that can't be right. I'm like, they had to have fat-fingered 5, and I actually looked it up. On Aion's website, when they went through the patch notes, they removed 55 dungeons when they did this whole zone purge, which they dropped all of the lower level zones. They nuked every instance that was attached to those zones. So I honestly did not realize that Aion had that many dungeons. That's actually impressive amounts of content that they nuked for the sake of things being streamlined. Like, I honestly don't understand the business decision. I don't understand the business decision of locking all of those things out. It would be one thing to just say, like, hey, here's the new storyline, you know, and lock those out until like level 70 and then make them like level 70 dungeons, or just make that like scalable content that you don't have access to until level 70, or just something, or just make them just full-on PvP zones. Just like, you know, if they get rid of the Abyss, okay, fine, here's the, just, I don't understand the decision-making process in this at all. And normally I could try to be like, okay, this is what they're going for. Like, it's like they've pared it down to the point where you will do nothing except go to these, like, it's, so, words and sentence structure. So from what it seems, these 4 zones right here in Panastera, the core, and like Lacrum and Demaha, are basically the new endgame content. They're all like level 80 plus. But it was like they lacked so much confidence in their own stuff that they just nuked everything else because it was like they didn't want the competition. Because bear in mind, this is they, from my understanding, they already nuked stuff on this Bellaria place once already. Like this island down here that has between these two used to be a landmass that had, I think, like 4 zones in it, and they nuked 2 of the 4 zones, the Catalam and Denaria, which used to be down here, and they added these 2 zones on this island right here to replace the 4 zones they got rid of, and then they nuked those 2 zones to make these weird versions of the zones that are floating above. Like, I'm not a game designer. I don't understand why in anyone's right mind they would think it would be a good idea to remove 55 dungeons. I don't understand the business sense of why they would think that would be a good idea, unless it was literally to just remove massive amounts of content so that way it's less load on the servers. It's the only thing I could think of, is that they're trying to reduce load on servers. Because the whole, like, we're just trying to... Okay, that is kind of cute. That's kind of adorable looking. I wish it didn't come at such a high cost, but that is kind of cute. But I don't understand why it would be a good idea to remove things and not replace it with anything. You know, I mean, if they removed it to replace it with equal amounts of content, like Cataclysm, as much as you know, I would want to shit on. And it makes me sad. This is actually a really adorable transformation. I would love to wear something like this if it didn't have insane stat bonuses to it, because why would you, like, just words. Oh my god. What does the fox say? I blame you for this, Max Hum. This is entirely your fault. And this is going to be commemorated for as long as the internet shall live. I feel like I'm watching a furry convention in my own computer. Okay.
Yes?
Teleport to Peluzlin.
Take care.
Indeed. Very much worth it. I am now scarred for life. Worth it! But as much, to get back to what I was saying before, as much as I can appreciate that, as much as you could shit on Cataclysm for the things that it changed and got rid of, etc., 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 they replaced what they removed, generally speaking. It may not have been as good of a version as you liked, but they took away the content and they revamped it. They didn't just say, okay, you don't get any of this content anymore. You know, when they replaced Zul'Gurub and Zulaman and whatever, they just updated them to new levels. Like, they didn't just... They removed, like, 55 dungeons. In all honesty, I think How many dungeons does WoW have? I'm gonna look it up, actually. How many dungeons are in WoW? There are more than 100 micro dungeons throughout the world of Azeroth, ranging from small to big. So, I mean, think about that. WoW, which has been around for 16, 17 years now, has somewhere over 100 dungeons. Imagine if WoW removed 55 of their dungeons. Like, I didn't realize until I read that, you know, Aion apparently had a lot of dungeon content. Like, a lot of dungeon PvE content that they just nuked for lore reasons or something. I don't, like I said, I don't understand. You know, yes, the content would be dead, but let the content be there. Like, okay, it's dead content. Let people enjoy the content. That's what it's there for. You know, it keeps people playing. It keeps people potentially paying money because they want to do these things. Like, why is this a bad thing? I don't understand. And now a part of me is very perversely curious. I want to keep going just because I want to see where this train wreck is going.
You're here now.
Cheska reunited. Wait, she's the Archon of Dusk? Bleh? I'm glad to have you on our team. Have a look at the Beluslan Fortress. It's full of magnificent things. Isn't it great that we get to be Archons together?
Those who visit the Beluslan Fortress for the first time must see Grunt, a protector of divinity. So shall you.
Okie dokie then. 2,000 Kina, yes please and thank you. 5,000 Kina, yes please and thank you. Do not have 150,000 Kina, that is crazy pants. Hey Grunt, what do you got for me? Protector of divinity.
Greetings.
Is this your first time here? Well, welcome. Beluslan used to be one of the most beautiful vistas around. It was a paradise. Obviously, things have changed. It became almost impossible for mortals to bear the conditions here. Then the Balar and the Lepharists, sure, have continued to twist the place into the horror that it is now. I'm hoping we can restore Beluslan to even an ounce of its former glory. What brings you here? To find Odella. It's vanished from a Shogun.
We don't have much contact with outsiders right now. Restoration work is still underway.
Shut the fuck up. No Odella and a Shogun? Now there's a mystery. We've been so buried in trying to restore this place that we barely get much news in the outside world. I'd like to offer you the best of luck in your search. He's like, well, can't help you, but have fun. Good luck figuring it out. Yes, I'm gonna take the stupid fox transformation. So dumb. Yeah.
You're here now.
Maybe they can help. I'm concerned. One, about how many fox transformations I'm getting here, and two, what the hell are they talking about? Okay, start custom skills. What? Press start. Press skills. Custom chains. Wait, what is escape? What does escape do? Is that not just the same as returns you to your bind point? Go to bind point Adele Village. Returns to your bind point. Does that mean that takes me back to wherever I was before? Blah. Okay, wait. Quest log. Oh. I have no more quests? Oh, so I guess I'm just doing the zone areas. Okay. Okay, well, like I said, I mean, as far as mechanics are concerned, I've been playing for about 2 hours. As far as mechanics are concerned, like, it's solid. I mean, Aion's mechanics were always solid. It feels, in fact, I will say the visuals, something about the visuals feel a lot sharper, feel a lot brighter and more vibrant. I don't have anything running in the background. I don't have reshader or anything. This is just a straight up Pretty new installation from about 2 weeks ago-ish or so, if that, that I've just now kind of gotten around to. Mechanics of it seem fine. The same bullshit that I remember not liking before about all of the key bindings being character-based, so you have to stop what you're doing. Oh, my nose itches so much, dude. Stupid weather. Or just stupid nose. It does that, I guess. But this is one of the sucky things about having the camera, because I could just, like, if the camera was off and nobody would know. Now I feel embarrassed and I have to exercise some small measure of decorum. Stupid society. But, you know, some of the typical bullshit's still there. Character key bindings, being animation locked. You know, just certain little weird things here and there. But mechanically, it's fine. I can appreciate the fact that they're revamping the storyline, and I'm kind of curious to see as to how they go about that. But, I mean, the fact that they removed so much, like... Yeah, no, like... Looking at this map, you're literally here through level 75. I am spending 75 levels, or excuse me, like 65 levels in one zone. Like, that is insane. I mean, to the point where it almost, like, that almost kind of kills the fun for me. I enjoy leveling. I enjoy exploration. If I'm literally spending 65 levels in one zone just so I can, you know, where is it? Here? So I can spend another 10 levels here, so that way I can go to all of these level 80 dungeons. Like, that kills my enthusiasm. I enjoy MMOs because I enjoy exploring the world. You know, I can't even go to the dead zones anymore. Like, I'm spending 65 levels in one zone just so that way everybody can catch up in for PvP. Like, they're focusing, it seems like they're focusing so hard on the PvP aspect of it, which makes sense to keep their player base alive, because that's mainly what it is. It's a PvP game at this point. They focus so hard on the PvP aspect of it that they have quite literally just nuked everything PvE related that may have been fun for it. And, like, that's... You know, I think I'm still going to probably end up leveling this. I may end up, you know, excuse me. You know, I may end up recording it on YouTube and putting it as a series or something like that. I don't know. But, I mean, this is, I mean, at the end of the day, my verdict of this is that I just want to play on a private server. I mean, I was looking up Aion private servers because I'm like, this is a thing that exists, right? And yeah, no, it exists. There are different Aion servers of pretty much every legacy from 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, or like 2.7, 3.5, 4.6, 5.8, which is apparently the, that was the patch I was playing on my YouTube content when I was just like, I hit level 60 and I was just kind of like, oh, okay, so this is where the grind begins, because the end game, I think, is like level 65. So I was like, okay, so end game is 65. I don't really care that much. So, like, you know, or it was like 65 or 70. And I'm like, it may have been 70. It may have been, the end cap may have been 70. It's like the last 10 levels, because that was the more current content. That was when the grind began. And I was like, I'll come back to it later. And now it's just gone. It just doesn't exist anymore. Like, that's the thing, mechanically it's fine, but, you know, this, I might be doing this just for shiggles, but, like, you know, chances are I may just be more likely to friggin' load up an Aion private server and play on that instead. Well, sure, I mean, I could try ESO, I could try Guild Wars 2, I could try Final Fantasy 14, which I actually have an active account for. I could try Guild Wars 2, DCUO, Neverwinter. I have Owlids logged on here. I have Rift on here to go back and just check to see how all of that is working out or whatever. But I mean, it's not that I'm necessarily looking for a new MMO to play. It's just sort of like, hey, you know what? I forgot this existed. Let me see how this goes. See how it's faring since I haven't played it for several years. And, you know, we're seeing how it's faring. And this makes me so sad, because this is just like, I mean, I've never really been one to say that a game is dead or a game has been killed. you know, everyone's like, oh, WoW is dead, this server is dead, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, it's a low population server, but, you know, this game has been murdered. Straight up. I mean, for anyone that's not super hardcore PvP, they have murdered this game. And unfortunately, there are going to be casual-ish players who kind of played this game. Believe it or not, there are players who played this game for the lore and for the PvE and for, you know, the group stuff. You know what I mean? Like, there was group PvE that most of it just got destroyed. Yeah, sure, most players weren't playing it anymore. So make it scaling. There were ways to save the other parts of the zones. There were ways to save all the stuff that they deleted. Like, there are ways of going about solving the problem they were trying to solve that did not involve just deleting it. You know, they just fucking Alt F4'd 2/3 of the game and they added back in 2 zones. Like, I'm not even a hardcore into Aion, and I'm mad on their behalf, because this is, like, no. You know. Falling out of love with Final Fantasy XIV. It's a great game. It's just not what I'm looking for. I mean, that's fair. I mean, Final Fantasy XIV is definitely a very specific kind of game. It targets a very specific audience. And also, like, I don't want to necessarily say it's a one-trick pony, but it's also the kind of game where it knows what it wants to be, and it's going to be that. It's going to be very safe and not try to rock the boat. It's not going to be like WoW, where they change, you know, they overhaul systems every expansion to the point where it's like, even if Shadowlands was the best expansion ever released, spoiler alert, it's not, but even if it was the best expansion ever released, I'm like, I don't care anymore, because they keep, it's not even necessarily the vertical progression, because I've stopped really caring about progression. It's just having to relearn systems every single expansion and having to grind these systems every single expansion, and they're esoteric, and it's, you know, creating a problem to, it's creating a problem to sell you the solution. Hey, you just need to grind this one thing. And it's just, it's hamster wheelie to the point where I just don't care. And if I were newer to WoW, if I hadn't been playing it for so many years, it probably wouldn't matter, because the novelty hadn't worn off. Like, the novelty's worn off. And I feel bad, to what I was saying here, is that I feel bad for the people who are still playing this, because this could be a good game if they hadn't nuked all the content. And if it was just, like, quote-unquote dead content and they revamped this, I'm like, okay, cool, that's cool. Like, I would totally be on board with this and be like, okay, let's go, you know, let's go exploring these old dead zones and just see how but they didn't. They just nuked it. And that's just unacceptable is the only word I can think of. Like, this is not acceptable. This is not an acceptable way to handle a dying population. Like, this is not going to make it feel better for the people who are playing your game. This doesn't make them feel better, saying, well, you know, the population is dying, we need to, you know, we need to keep the game fresh. Oh, I know, let's delete let's just delete half the game. Let's just delete half the game. That'll make everything better, right? No, you're taking something away from players. Even if they didn't use it, you're taking it away from them, so they automatically feel bad about it. It doesn't ring well in the player's head because you're taking it away. That means that you were telling them, yeah, the game's dying, so this is what we need to do to save it. You're amputating a limb before asking if there's, you know, and like a freaking surgery you can do. You're just chopping the thing off. That's not good, you know? You know, it's just going literally to the moon, I can't think of it. I'm like, yeah, I mean, that's fair. Like, it's one of those, you know, Final Fantasy XIV is very story-focused, such that it's, you know, if they screw it up, it's going to screw up literally everything. So it's like, I can kind of understand it. But I thought, well, you know, heading to the moon was great. I thought Burning Crusade was amazing. It's just, you know, Warlord of Draenor was terrible. But either way, again, like, to cut my thoughts back, you know, I may or may not continue this. It may or may not be a YouTube thing. I don't know. You know, I'm really going to have to think about it. It may even just be off screen and I can give my thoughts, you know, as like a follow-up video or something like that. Maybe make that a YouTube thing. Oh, I can make that a special kind of content or something. But it's like, this makes me sad. Like, that's the only way I can put it, is that this just makes me incredibly sad that they took so much of the content that was beautiful. Like, I mean, yeah, the graphics are dated. You know, the graphics, and they left this freaking zone. Like, they left this zone up. This zone is atrocious looking. Like, it is a cold, dead, freaking zone. And I mean, granted, it's beautiful in its own way, to be sure. But not more beautiful than Morheim or Altgard or Brustonen, or even Brustonen for that matter. Like, they left this zone to be the representative for the Asmodeans while nuking the others, and it's just... The zones were beautiful and varied, and sure, it was dated, but they were just incredible, and the music in them was just phenomenal. There was so much ambience. Like, I mourn for the game that was there, and this is the corpse that's left over. But hey, on the bright side, I can turn into a fucking fox and get a massive stat boot for 10 minutes. Like, look at that. Look at that dead stare. Imagine waking up and seeing that in front of you. I'm staring into your soul right now with my dead-eyed stare. Either way, I may give it a shot at some point later, but for now, like, I'm hungry. And I'm probably gonna focus on some other stuff for now, I think. What does the fox say?